school program, that actually arose because of the increased demand, especially internationally. We were having lots and lots of requests from especially the Asian countries, like I think Vietnam was the highest requests. That the wristbands, which are very, very limited, I mean, we don't have just truckloads of them coming in, so it's always a very short supply. I was having emails from groups like GSAs in different high schools and colleges saying, we really love this campaign, we really want to get the support on our campus visible, can you send us 300 or 400 for the few thousand students on our campus? And when this project first started, and we had a lot of surplus because there wasn't that many requests, I could just throw 400 at a group and say, great, pass them around. Unfortunately, when you have tons and tons of groups asking for that, and you have thousands of requests backed up on the online form, I was feeling badly. I didn't want to postpone sending out the wristbands to the single individuals from even places like Vietnam, because like I said, you never know where they're needed most, and maybe that wristband is more important than the wristbands at the school that are being requested. And so I didn't want to postpone the ones that were requested a month ago just for to send out the ones to the group this month. And so what I kind of thought up was this idea where rather than being dependent upon the supply from the main campaign, people who are our donors and sponsors can choose to specifically sponsor a school program, which is a separate fund from the original campaign. And so it's not dependent upon our supply and demand from that. And so far so good. We've had probably 10 to 12 schools sponsored. Sent out about 4 or 5 of those so far because we have to kind of match up, who wants what school, and make sure I talk directly to the people that are going to be in charge of the distribution, because I don't just want to, ship out 200 wristbands to, one of the students at the school that requested them, and then they never really make it to the GSA. They never make it on the campus. So I like to have as direct contact as possible. We actually had someone just last night sponsor 4 schools. I went home and saw a donation for $400, and it said sponsor schools, and I said, oh. So that was very, very sweet. It was someone in Davis, California. I'm hoping that with this program, we can really focus on where I feel the wristbands are needed most, which are especially the high school, junior high, high school, maybe college campuses, because when you hear about the LGBT suicides that are occurring, they're very, very often, if not every single time, high school students or college students. People who make it to 40 or 50 years old being gay, generally, they've made it. It's the younger people that feel disenfranchised and lost and hopeless more often. They haven't established their support communities yet. And so if we can really make the support visible on the school campuses, I think that'll make a big difference. And so I didn't want to have to say no to those groups, but I was having to because we just didn't have the wristbands. So this was the solution that I thought up, and hopefully the result will be that we can send a lot more to schools around the country and around the world. We've had some Canadian schools sponsored as well. I'm unsure yet whether or not we're going to open that up to international as well, but probably, because I'm a softie that doesn't like saying no to people. So,
okay.